So I'm going to give an introduction while I cut the foliage/leaves out for this project. This is sort of a 3-day make. Since I've been working on Thranduil for a year, I still haven't actually made a crown that fits. So I was like, okay, well, before I finish this project up, I have to make a crown that fits. I need to do it because he's not a king without his crown. So here I am just cutting all the leaves out and sort of, yeah. There'll be more to come for this project and a huge finishing piece once it's all done, but that'll come once everything else is finished, which will be in further videos. Here is what was supposed to be a 1-day make, but is now currently on day 3, so then I finger painted all of the leaves red. Finger painting is the easiest way to do this, as I have learned. I tried brushes, I tried everything, and you gotta get like 4 or 5 coats of finger paint on this thing, and honestly, best coverage I have ever experienced. To fit the actual crown, I put the wig on. I did not glue anything down. It's literally just on my head, and then I just used a wire, and I basically just winged this whole process and was like, whatever works, works. Yeah. So this was just a very long, fiddly fitting, and it was very much a. And then after that, I used Worbla to cover the crown. I actually used Worbla for most of the crown structure, which is just honestly an icon. Worbla is the savior of everything. So this just makes a base so that I can stick all the branches on with no issues, because Worbla sticks to itself. So here we have the sort of process. I'll walk you through what I was doing. So using a reference, I couldn't really film anything because my phone was my reference. What I did was I just made little branches and I rolled them up, and I just kind of stuck them in sort of a really nice, interesting design. And a lot of this crown is also as much artistic liberty as it is screen accuracy. Here is another update. This is before the bottom was put on. Here's how the brambles and branches are finished. These are all done with armature wire. And then they're all just like stuck on using heat and the Worbla itself. Alright, here's the completed frame of the crown on the actual wig to prove that it does indeed fit my head and that it does indeed not look like absolute garbage. So the next thing I had to do was I had to prime all of the Worbla in wood glue. And then I also had to varnish all of the red leaves in sort of a varnish finish so I could make sure that they don't stain my wig or whatever, which has happened in the past. Here you're seeing me paint the Worbla a sort of bone color. This bone color acts as sort of a base for what is to come with all the shading and everything. next step is just running sort of a brown paint through the same thing. I used a pearlized texture medium, not texture medium, sort of just like a pearl medium to give it a little bit of gold. Alright, and then here is the trying on for the first time. It is very windy outside. This is just me literally lazily putting on the wig, and then, yeah. So what I did afterwards was I super glued on some of the red brambles and leaves and things. This was very random. There was no calculated sort of way this was done. There are going to be more added on later. Yeah, my wig cap is peeking through. This is very lazily done. And enjoy the montage of me putting this on for the very first time. And notice how it actually fits without falling off my head.